fact that Jerry actually has a Direfleet Daredevil in hand to get a lava coil from Brian's graveyard is huge here.
Yeah, that's one of those situations, you know.
The fact that Jerry actually has a Direfleet Daredevil in hand to get a lava coil from Brian's graveyard is huge here.
Yeah, that's one of those situations.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some Week 5 action here for the Wisconsin High School Esports Varsity League of Legends. Today we're having a face-off Baraboo against Montello. Two schools that have been with us basically since the beginning. Baraboo took the semester off last fall here, but they've joined back up and are ready to showcase what they got. So excited to have everybody back. Finally excited to not have a super bad weather week. So getting right into the game here, we can see some of the picks and bans coming out. We're going to go ahead and see an Ari, Echo, and Zoe coming out. So the mid lane heavily banned there by Baraboo. And then on the Montello side, we got Cat, Thresh, and the final ban is going to be... it's going to be an Aurelian Soul. Aurelian Soul's been seeing a little bit more pro play recently, given the new patches and stuff like that. So Baraboo's going to go ahead and first pick here. They're hovering their jungle. Could be seeing a Warwick coming out. They are going to go ahead and blind pick a Warwick first pick. Then we're going to see a Pike pick coming out for Montello pretty quick. Pike can flex into a couple of different spots, but most traditionally we see him coming down as the support. Yasuo pick coming out for Montello. Another pretty popular pick right now, given the current critical hit meta that is popular right now. Xerath mid coming in for Baraboo. Baraboo's going to go ahead and round out the first round of picks here. Could see, I would go, if I was picking right now, you could go top. You could also have gone support and kind of wait to see what they pick. Jax is a pretty popular one though, so personally I don't like playing against that. Do you see the Ashe coming out as well? So two critical AD champions coming out for Montello. And you could say that even Pike isn't really a support.
I must not fall.
Montello's going to go ahead and ban out the Leona. The Darius ban coming out. Not a bad choice up in the top lane. I hate playing against Darius. And Montello's going to go ahead and ban out a Lux. So kind of a little bit all over the place. Little bit more mid laner heavy there, despite having the Xerath. So I mean, Lux can go support.
Yes, sir.
And why not ban out Teemo? So Montello's gonna lock in the new there for the jungle pick. Pretty good engage there, a lot of CC. Another critical hit champion coming out with the Varus for the ADC. So we're going to go ahead and see then Baraboo finishing theirs out with a support. I could see them going with some sort of tanky support like an Alistar here. Even a Taric wouldn't be bad given the combination with the Varus and the Jax and the Xerath. A lot of CC coming down. And then with his ultimate, you can just basically keep everybody there. Tahm Kench is also another fantastic pick. Able to help that limited mobility champ of Xerath and Varus in order to get them away. So I like the Tahm Kench pick there to go with it as far as synergy. I'm going to go ahead and see a Diana pick coming out for the mid. That's a champ that everybody's been begging to see reworked, but we'll have to see if Riot decides in the future that they're going to go ahead and give her a rework. She's got, I believe, one of the lowest win rates in the game right now. Take a look here. She's just got a 49% win rate. That's not terrible. She is considered to be a tier 5 mid laner, so it'll be interesting to see how Xerath plays against that as well, especially given his limited mobility. A little bit more of a skill shot action there for Xerath as well. While we are under the spectator delay here, did want to go ahead and send out a shout out here. I posted it in the Discord channel under the tournaments and camps section there. But take a quick look if you're interested for a League of Legends tournament coming up on March 9th and 10th. So it's only about 2 weeks away. It's going to be hosted in Davenport, Iowa, so not too far away from a lot of our schools here. But I was looking kind of everything up here, and not only are they awarding $12,500 scholarships to St. Ambrose, but they're also giving away a set of Respawn gaming chairs for this tournament too. So it's pretty awesome. It's only $100 a team, so for League of Legends, about $20 a person if you want to come with a sub. Otherwise, it's about $5 to just spectate, which isn't terrible. They got a couple of good sponsors and partners there, a bunch of rule sets, so make sure that you check out the Discord channel, check out the link that I posted, and consider giving it a drive over there to see what it's all about. I know at the end of March, Culver Stockton College is hosting a tournament for League of Legends as well. They're paying for like hotel costs and everything like that for teams to go down, so that's pretty cool. PlatCon was unfortunately canceled. There's a really cool opportunity coming up to Game On, March 1st through the 10th. GYO, it's a kind of a software company that helps for recruiting and gaining access to like pro organizations and stuff like that. GYO is having a combine March 1st through the 10th, so you can actually go there and try out and see kind of what your rank is for some of like the pros and stuff like that, and help you get a little bit of exposure, which is pretty cool. So, and if you would like some coupons or anything like that, just reach out to me and I will get you some coupons for Game On, so you can get some discounted playtime while you're up there. So as we take a quick peek around the league here today, we'll check out some of the varsity standings here. We do still have a couple undefeated schools. Right now we got Case High School sitting at 4-0, Wausau West at 3-0, and Arrowhead at 2-0. So those are the all undefeated schools. We got Milton at 2-1, Wilmot 1-1, Waterford 1-2. Everyone else is still seeking out their first win. Kind of a bit of a change here coming from last semester here. We see Bayport is 0-3, but I know they got a bunch of new students on their team this semester. So they're looking for their first win. Cedarburg sitting at 0-1. So a little bit all over the place there. If we look at the smaller school division there, West of Pier is a perfect 3-0. Baraboo's 2-0. McFarland 2-0, and Montello is 1-0. So couple of undefeateds down there as well. We got some schools down there still looking for that first win. So unfortunately, you know, it's week 5, but we've we've had such bad weather and we've had to reschedule so many games. It's been hard for schools to get their matches in, which is really unfortunate. And unfortunately, I've seen quite a few games just be forfeited because either students are ineligible or you know, they don't have the grades or something like that, and it's just unfortunate to have to see that one game is decided and forfeited out of 8 just because of something like that. So unfortunate, but does happen. Doesn't look like either team is going to be choosing to go ahead and go for the invade here. Nunu's looking like he's going to go ahead and start with his red buff here, whereas Warwick is also going to be starting for his red buff. So I'll be curious to see which path that the junglers go ahead and take here. For Warwick, you know, once you hit level, I believe it's 3 or 4, one of the two, but you can go ahead and solo the dragon right away. So be curious to see how ambitious that this Warwick is and how much vision that the enemy team, or I should say Montello in this case, how much vision that they actually get on the river there. So Yasuo is going to go ahead and leash for Nunu there, while Warwick is going to go ahead and get quite a bit of this damage down, secure the red buff. And let's see which path both junglers decide to take here. So Warwick's going to go ahead and go down and start getting Krugs, while Nunu is going to go ahead and go Raptors. So kind of interesting to see both patterns there. Both will eventually be starting to work their way down to the bot side. Do see some early pressure coming in from Jax up there. Varus being smart, avoiding that pike snare. Nunu's got a big snowball going up there. Going to go ahead and get the wolf camp up there. And we do see Warwick is now in the river. I imagine going to try to secure that first scuttle. While Montello's bot lane does know that he's there and is going to try to make maybe a little bit of play, make him kind of work for it. Scuttle is going to go ahead and reset there. We could be looking at an early dive here. We do see that Tom Kench and Varus are coming down. Pike is kind of caught out, is able to get up over the wall. Here comes Nunu with the snowball. Do you see a little bit of a stalemate here? I'd say this is probably going to be working in Baraboo's favor. Able to get a little bit more of that CS caught up there for Varus. And is now able to kind of position the wave in a little bit better of a spot for themselves. So that, I believe, worked out in Baraboo's favor. We do see that Warwick is going to be able to go ahead and secure this over. Potentially might have to use Smite. Oh, and it's going to get smoted over by Montello. So that's a bit unfortunate there. Again, do see some early damage coming down here on Jax on top of Yasuo. Jax elected to go with the Corrupting Potion, so it gives him a little bit more sustain in lane against Yasuo up there. Warwick is now under a slight disadvantage to Nunu there in CS. Diana's got quite a bit of a lead already over Xerath in the mid, so it'll be interesting to see where this first gank potentially comes from here. Warwick is able to go ahead and clear away his Raptor camp. Starting to see a very large snowball building up down here in the bot lane. It's coming down. Tom Kench doesn't notice it. Pike pulls him out. Tom Kench might have to blow flash here. Does blow flash. Is able to go ahead and get away. It did look like an ignite went down, and it did by Pike. So 2 summoner spells used in the bot lane in order to keep Tom Kench alive. Another important thing here, whenever you're playing against a Pyke, always use that minion wall to your advantage. Jack's doing his best to try to throw down some damage there on Yasuo, but Yasuo's just going to start building here. Jax needs to make sure that you can continue to go ahead and get some of that CS there. Varus and Tahm Kench trying to do what they can under tower in order to get it. Varus looking to back here. Doesn't quite have enough yet to get the recurve bow, which is usually one of the first items built, or first backing items there. Going to go ahead and elect to go and just get a short sword there and some boots. Kind of an interesting back strategy there, but I can kind of see why they're doing it. Get a little bit more damage onto that Ashe. Ashe sitting at about 900, so definitely not enough in order to go back, but Nunu is going to go ahead and start setting up for this first Infernal, and since Varus and Tahm Kench both backed, this is going to be probably an uncontested Infernal Drake here for Montello. So that's going to be a really good first neutral objective going over to Montello. And I don't think Baraboo has any idea that they are on the Drake right now. And that is going to be secured right on over. Yep, so that's going to be a good first Drake there for Montello. And we see the big snowball coming down here as well. So we could be looking to see if there's going to be another potential gank coming down here. And there is. Varus smartly flashes away. But we should see Tahm Kench going in here. Warwick's going to try to get there, but to no avail. Not able to get anything. Pyke is a little slippery down there. So Diana pulling him in, trying to get some damage down. Going to take a turret shot out of it. Xerath losing quite a bit in the CS battle already here. Already down by 25 CS. Looks like they're just trying to put a bunch of poke damage down on the Diana. And that's not how you're going to win the lane there. Diana does have quite a bit of poke there. And I think this would be actually a very good opportunity right now for Warwick in order to get into the mid there. Diana is pretty low there. Xerath needs to be really careful here. Kind of caught in an awkward situation. Jungler's on the bot side getting some Krugs. And Nunu is there just kind of waiting for an opportunity in the mid. We do see that Diana is going to go ahead and start to back. Nice job by Varus there getting behind the minion there. Constantly just trying to poke some damage down on the Pyke. Montello's already off to about 1,000 gold lead here, which is pretty good considering how early in the game it is. Pyke's just going to go ahead and heal back up there. Tahm Kench trying to help his ADC down there, but to no avail. Warwick doesn't know it, but that bush is warded, so he is caught out real quick. We do see Warwick's going to start to come into the mid here. I wonder if we're going to try to see a gank here on Diana. Does look like he's coming down to the bush. Uh-oh. Warwick unfortunately took the wrong path in order to try to get there, and that's going to be first blood going over to Pyke. Warwick's going to go ahead and get caught out here. Diana's going to be able to get quite a bit of damage down on him early there. And that's going to be first blood going over to Montello. And that's going to be Pyke sharing that gold with Diana. See Yasuo starting to get a little bit of a CS lead up there on the top, about 20 CS so far, which makes sense. Jax has been stuck under tower quite a bit there. Been trying to do a little bit more damage on Yasuo and probably should just be trying to focus a little bit more on CS. Right now, too, I would say that if I'm looking at some of these, at the draft in general there, I would say the biggest win potential for Baraboo is going to be that bot lane. Crit hit Varus right now in the current meta is pretty good. So once you get to that 3-item spike down there, you're going to want to be able to protect that Varus. and just let him shred everybody down. So get those taunts up by Jax. Get those taunts up by Warwick. Oh, we're going to see a flash, and that's going to be a kill going over to Yasuo in the top. And we see Tom Kench getting the pike. Oh, that's a nice one there by Varus. Ashe is going to go ahead and get CC'd for days, and that's going to be a nice kill going over there. Oh, can Warwick get the kill? No, he cannot and isn't able to get the fear, so that was very close there. Xerath roaming down, getting a kill. That's going to be pretty helpful for him in the mid in order to go up against this Diana. So I would like to see that Warwick comes down to the mid here to help with this. Could probably easily turn this kill over in their favor, but he's going to go ahead and elect to go ahead and get the blue buff there. Warwick is down about 10 CS right now. Looking at about a little bit of an experience differential there. About half a level behind Nunu right now, as Nunu is about to hit level 7 here. So one more camp and I imagine Nunu goes up. One thing I would like to point out too, check out the vision scores there too. It doesn't look like any school has really gone over to get a sweeper just yet. Pike picked up a control ward. Yasuo's got a control ward. That's going to be pretty important there. We're going to see Warwick coming in here. Xerath trying to hold on here, but not going to be able to do anything. Warwick doesn't use anything. Could be seeing another uncontested Drake here. See Warwick just kind of going in right now, trying to hold off. We're going to see the Nunu ultimate. Going to go ahead and see the fear coming out, so that's a pretty good fear. And unfortunately, that's going to be a free Drake going over towards Montello there. We see Jax. Is Jax going to be able to get it? I don't know if Jax is going to be able and is able to go ahead and secure it. Varus going to get slowed here. I don't know if Varus has enough in order to get away. There's the Ashe ulti. There comes the arrow. The pike slam. Going to go ahead and share the wealth over there. Pike, you know, what a support. Jax is able to throw down a little bit of damage here onto Yasuo. Has kind of a bit of an advantage right now. We could see quite a bit of this tower. We actually could see at least 2 more plates fall off of this turret, as there's a nice big wave here for Montello. Everybody's just going to be sharing that gold. Sharing that gold. If you get the 3 stacks on Ashe there, you can actually use that and to shred down those towers. So just use that rapid fire, her Q, and she can actually melt some of those towers pretty early in the early game. Jax going in on this Yasuo again. Gonna have the damage in order to shut down the Yasuo. That was a solid 1v1 there. Even with the fact that Yasuo's got a bit of a CS advantage on him. Montello's sitting at about a 2,000 gold advantage over Baraboo right now. But given that lead, it's really not that much. Baraboo's holding their own right now. I'm not seeing too large of an impact on that gold differential. But eventually that'll start to come into play here. The Varus does have the advantage right now over the Ashe in the bot lane, but not by much. Do you see the Nunu and Diana coming into the mid here? Easily able to dodge it. Oh, we could see a nice play coming out here. Just going to go ahead and miss there, Xerath. That's unfortunate. Looks like there's a little bit of a miscommunication there. Warwick was able to get the fear off on Diana, but Xerath wasn't able to land any of those skill shots on the CC Diana. Xerath trying to put some pressure on that Diana as she's trying to back, but not able to get it. Do you see a stopwatch purchase now for Diana? So I'm guessing she's going to be going for Zanya's on there. Xerath needs to be careful here. That Yasuo is pretty close. But here comes the reinforcement of the Warwick and the Jax. Going to go ahead and get the CC. Though Warwick's going to go ahead and lunge in there. Here comes the Diana. The Diana gets a 3 secured there. The Yasuo ultimate, and that was just a constant CC chain there by Montello. There was not much that Baraboo could do in that situation. Diana just so happened to come back at just the right time and deal all that burst damage. And that's probably going to then go ahead and lead to a free Rift Herald now up on the top for Montello. And that's going to be Rift Herald secured over. Looks like Yasuo is going to go ahead and pick it up to try to put some pressure up on that top turret. Could see it be used in the mid, too. That actually wouldn't be a bad use. Jax is going to go ahead and have to use TP in order to get back to the lane there. And Yasuo is just going to go ahead and elect to use that Rift Herald right away. Got the wave coming here, so this could be actually a pretty big push. This is going to be first tower. I think Shelly's going to take down turret right away. Boom. And then now Jax needs to get out of there because he's just going to get super CC'd. Here comes Warwick in there, but I don't think Warwick's going to be able to do too much. Does try to get a little bit of the health restored, but is just going to go ahead and fall to the constant CC of Yasuo and Nunu. So now we're going to see Shelly putting some pressure on this tier 2 turret. Shelly's going to go ahead and go in for the smash. Going to be able to get about half the turret damage. Jax doing his best in order to try to get some of that damage down. Going to be some turret shots coming out here. If Jax is able to reset, the flash hits a shutdown on Yasuo. Yasuo got a little bit too thirsty. Diana's there waiting in the ranks for Jax to try to make a play on Nunu. And is able to go ahead and get the secured kill. We see Xerath coming behind here, but Xerath needs to be careful. He's at the disadvantage. Xerath trying to land the skill shots, but just going to go ahead and get CC'd. Uses the flash. Warwick is here. There's the CC. And Montello is just going to go ahead and elect to back away here. Smart play there. Probably could have dove in and gotten a kill on it, but why risk it? You got the 8 to 5 kill advantage, and you're sitting at now a 5.5k gold lead. Going to go ahead and see another Montello turret captured here. That's going to give them a 3-0 turret advantage. Starting to see some of these first items being completed there. The Yasuo's got the Phantom Dancer completed. Nunu's got the jungle item completed. I imagine Ashe is going to go back here relatively soon and complete her first item. The Varus has the Bork completed. Warwick's got the jungle item completed. Oh, Xerath is going to get caught out, and here's going to be the CC train. Toot, toot. Looks like they're trying to get ready for the Drake here and try to get the third one. Warwick trying to stay there, misses the flash over the wall, and that's going to go ahead and be a third Drake. Uncontested, basically, for Montello. Going to go ahead and secure it real quick. Varus needs to be really careful here as Tahm Kench is out of position. There's the arrow. There's the snowball. There's the constant CC chain to death. Tahm Kench flashes over the wall. Yasuo gets him pulled up there with the tornado. Nunu trying to get some pressure down to get the slow. The Ashe slow coming in. Yasuo able to just go ahead and finish the deed. Montello's got a really good draft here. They got a lot of slow and a lot of CC. So whenever one of Baraboo's players gets caught out, it's just, there's nothing you can do. You might as well just sit there and let them auto attack you to death. Just because there's nothing you can do. Going to see Jax trying to get some damage down on Yasuo there, but I believe they just need to give up this turret. They don't have a wave. They don't have the team that's there. Seeing Pyke trying to put some damage down. You know, this Pyke being the big support that he is, able to throw down quite a bit of damage already. So we do see a lot of Montello backing here. I don't think Baraboo's really got any waves pushing in their favor. They got a decent wave top that they could consider going up there. Trying to get a turret, trying to get a little bit of this gold differential back in their favor. But right now it seems like Montello is doing a pretty good job of just rotating and staying as a team. They got the vision going down as well there if you look. Diana's got a vision score of 15. Pyke's got a vision score of 25 at this point. And that's at 20 minutes. Sub 20 minutes right now, having a vision score of 25. That's pretty good. Vision is so important in this game. It's honestly one of those little things that if you want to set yourself a goal every week in order to improve your game here, find a couple of little things. Look at CS, right? CS, every 10 minutes, if you're getting perfect CS, it's 100. So at 20 minutes right now, Diana is probably the closest, or I would say the most efficient CSer right now. And that's still only about, that's just under 70% of total possible CS. Varus is going to get caught down by that snowball. Yasuo is just able to go ahead and get in. So much CC. The Nunu ult, the Yasuo ult. Tom Kench not able to do anything. Xerath is going to go ahead and get dunked. Yasuo with the Quadra. Pyke stealing the Penta there. But that's going to be at least the inhib turret, and if not the inhib itself. Looking at the cooldown timers, Varus is at 10 seconds. So I do believe that this is going to go ahead and be the first inhib open in the mid lane there for Montello. But yeah, so if you're looking to improve your gameplay just in general, look on certain like matchups and stuff like that. So when I play top lane, I usually focus on my vision score for sure and my roams, right? I play a lot of Psy on top, and so that gives me the ability to roam once I hit 6. But if I can win a CS battle against a bruiser, I consider that a win. And then if I ever get the wave pushed past the river there, I'm always looking to go mid or assist my jungler somewhere to look for some sort of neutral objective if I can't get any more CS. So that is going to be Baron going over. Pyke's going to go ahead and get Xerath right in that front lane there. Xerath overextended a little bit. Going to go ahead and see Tom Kench getting just pulled back into the battle. Not much you can do. Warwick's going to go ahead and just get burst down. Yasuo's going to go ahead and secure the double kill there. That was a nice CC there by Pyke. Here comes a big snowball. Varus is going to go ahead and get knocked up. That's going to go ahead and be another kill going over to Montello. Not much that Jax can do here. Try to get maybe some turret damage to help him out here, but there's not much that's going to be done. Ooh, almost got a kill there thanks to the turret, but that's going to be Montello taking the game here. They got the CC. They got the damage. There's not much that Tom Kench is going to be able to do. There's not much that Xerath Ultimate's going to be able to do, and that's going to go ahead and be the game. Montello looked really strong there. Very good team draft. Very good execution. Well played by Montello. Very impressive. Check the Discord channel, see if there's any other maybe late games starting. So if there is another game about to start, I will see if I can go ahead and get another stream going. Otherwise, possibly see you tomorrow. If not, see you the week after that.